This is the G&G drum mag. It can hold 2,300 rounds. It's for the M4 and M16. And what it does is it's a high cap, but you can take this cover off, put the battery in, which is included. And here, if you press this button, that's just going to keep feeding the BBs up a little bit and stopping again. Or if you switch it down like that, it will just stay permanently on. So we're going to take these. It's just this. This is how you charge it from here. So we don't undo that one. We undo these, this, and this, and this. So we're going to undo those. Put the battery in. It comes with a patch, a card, and luckily it comes with a battery, which is pretty cool. And you've got some information on the box, which is quite handy. On the side here, it shows you the steps to take. So that's easy enough to follow. So yeah, it's a high cap mag. So the BBs are loose. You put 2,300 rounds in there. And this is just going to keep feeding up, giving us loads of BBs while we play. So we're going to undo this and put the battery in. Right, now I've taken all the screws out, which are like that. Don't drop one. Now it doesn't come with the Allen key. It says this is a 2mm Allen key, I believe. On the back here, yeah, 2mm Allen key. So you need one of those. And then this, just once you've undone those screws, you don't need to undo that one. That all just comes off. And then as you just wiggle it, it'll come off like so. And here we're going to plug in our battery. This is the battery that comes with it. I've plugged that in there. I plugged that in there, so when you charge it, it just charges the battery straight up. That's going to power it. And then you can see, and you can see here, there's some teeth there that's going to rotate. And this is where it's going to feed up and straight out. I've also noticed it has like a little fuse here. You can see that. Right, that's everything now in there. Battery's in there. Got the wires pressed down. It says to make sure the wires go around this little recess gap there. If you don't want to squish, pinch any of the wires or cut them off. So we're going to try and place that on top. Yeah, feels like all the wires are in there. All good. And it's working. You see how when you press that, it gives it a little wind and then comes back. So if you keep it on there, it'll keep going. And then here you can see this is where the BBs are going to go in. It's quite stiff to pull that initial down, and now it's nice and open. And what you do is when you press it up, it has to click. Now it won't come down. It is actually quite tough to reopen that, which is probably a good thing. You don't want that opening up, do you? I'm just going to put all these screws back in. What I like about this is you can just pour them straight in, nice and easy. Don't need a speed loader. Just going to keep going and going. Plenty more of them, look. Keep going. And then we're starting to get full up, are we? More room. Keep going. I'm assuming we can fill right up to that point. Still go. Okay, I think we're getting pretty full up now. Yeah, that's pretty much the whole thing full up now. Oh, can still put in more. Okay. I suppose you probably want to leave a little bit of room, I guess, for the BBs to move around. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn this on. We can either feed it up slowly, I can hear them moving, or we're just going to leave that turned on when we play. There we go. If you want to empty them back out, it's easy enough just to Right, so the way this is going to work is as you turn it on, it's going to wind the BBs up, and when you hear it clicking like that, that means it's fully wound the wheel up, which is going to keep feeding the BBs in. So basically, then I can turn it off, and now I can play, and it's going to keep feeding the BBs up. So there's like a little tension. So you see, it's going to keep feeding the BBs in. And then you're going to press that button again, and it's going to load more in. This allows me to keep playing. When it clicks, that means you can just turn it off. And it's got the tension, it's going to keep feeding the BBs up. When all of a sudden you're not firing BBs, just turn it on again. It's going to feed more BBs in. Or you can press it separately just to keep charging, keep feeding the wheel. It has the tension, which will keep feeding the BBs out. So instead of having like 9 250 round mags, you can just have one of these, and instead of reloading, your reload will literally be once it's fed the BBs out and loses its tension, you're just going to press that, wait for it to load. Once it clicks like that, that's it, done. Now you can carry on playing. You're going to shoot your BBs out. I'm probably doing too much because I can feel it losing too much tension as I do it. And you can either do it like that, do it yourself, just keep clicking like that, or just leave it on. It's going to keep pushing the BBs up, winding the wheel, building up tension. There you go, now it's ready, and you go again. And it's just going to be playing. Now we'll take a look, see what this looks like on my MTW. So as I'll be firing, shooting, if all of a sudden it's not firing, I can just turn that on. It's going to automatically load the BBs up. I can turn it back off, and then I can still fire, shoot my BB. I suppose the con with it is as you're running, it's same as every high cap. It's going to be shaking, rattling like that as you move, as you run around. But also at the same time very useful, because now you don't need 9 250 round magazines. You've just got this one drum mag. Just tends to have one BB loose for me, so as I unplug it, that's it. going. I'm not had to reload yet. God, still going. How many shots do I get before I even got to reload? God. You're shooting someone. Yep. That's it. This is now where that little cable comes into play. We're going to plug that into here. That's it. And we're going to plug that into here. And that's it charging. It's gone from green lights to red, 2 red lights. Once it's charged, it's going to be all green. And that's how you charge the battery inside.